Hi Capricorns, Power and Light Tarot coming at you with the reading. Today we have another great tarot reading. Let's get right into it. And we have the Knowledge card. And this is study, learning, and education. So they're showing this vampire lady older than the other ones, right? They always show their eyes all watery. Like they're like 90, right? But that's not nice, right? Anyway, it only shows up on the older vampires, and so how observant I am, right? So she's reading this book, and there's, this is her library, but, the globe is next to her. Somebody's learned something, Capricorn. Did I say Capricorn? I hope I didn't say Sagittarius. So we got creator, catalyst, maker, mother, and father. So somebody could be a parent here. They could, or they want to create something here. Either one, but they've learned something, or you've learned something. Could be you or this other person. Eternal youth, energy, newness, and vitality. All right, so that's pretty good, Capricorn, because she's playing this little lute, right? And behind her is the skull. So I'm glad you got your energy back here. That's not funny, right? Yeah, no, it's not. But yeah, I mean, I felt that in the past, right? But energy, newness, and vitality. Something is being revived here. Could be, yeah. But let's see what else these other cards say. This is a career card. I'm going to pull a career card here. Let's see what it says. Outside forces, unknown figures are driving the situation, and you may not be able to control the outcome. This cycle will shift soon, and you will be okay. Okay, they're showing this great big moon here, like a full moon. Yeah, we're not in control with the full moon, but we're coming to a new moon, so... There's somebody here, Capricorn, that is doing something that person could have learned, and you are, I mean, that could be you as well, but this is outside forces. It looks like this is about you and somebody else. Maybe that person is a father, a mother. Maybe that's your partner here. This could be about somebody who wants a whole new cycle, and they learned their lesson. Could be, right? Yeah. So let's see what else we have, and we'll use these cards here. We have let go. Somebody's letting go of something here. And rebirth. All right, interesting, Capricorn. Maybe you are letting go of something, because I just did your horoscope for the Sagittarius new moon, and that happens in your 12th house of endings, of letting go. Yes, sometimes we call it surrendering to the divine. That is letting go. Yeah, it doesn't necessarily always mean let go of, a bad habit or anything. No, not, or a person. Rebirth. This is very good here. And let's see what else we have, though. Let's see what else we have here. And yeah, check out the description box, Capricorn, if you want to get a psychic reading with me or a tarot reading. Lots of fun, my readings. And yeah, check. And Mystic Sense has a free 5-minute psychic reading. If you need to know about somebody, get a psychic reading with the cards at the end, right? It's the combo. Let's see what we got here. But check out the description box below. We have Innocence. This is the Fool. Yeah, and we're going to put these cards down here. Yeah, we are. Let's do this like this. We have Dido. You guys remember that singer, Dido, from Australia? That was her name, Dido. And I'm sure she was named after this goddess or whoever. And so Dido, this is the Tower, and they call this oppression. This is about wanting something new and feeling stuck, like you're not able to do it. So, so you have to let go of something. Something's being let go here, psychological, physical. We're not sure about that, right? Could be a relationship. 3 of Arrows reversed. We have the 4 of Arrows. These are the swords. We have the 6 of Cups. We know what that is. That can be about somebody from the past. We have these 2 people here, but they are, I don't know if they're a couple. I guess they're a couple. And then we have the 10 of Cups. We have the 2 of Wands. The Ace of Cups. Look how beautiful that is. In the environment, wisdom, and the 8 of Arrows. Okay, interesting how we have wisdom, Capricorn, because we're coming to the new moon in Sagittarius, which is about wisdom. It is about gaining wisdom to align with your true purpose. And then expansion, right? That's what that's about. It's not just expansion and, let me just expand and boom, wow, I'm growing and growing this and that and all that, right? But it has to do with your higher purpose. Yeah. And that has to do with integrity and also aligning yourself with what your soul really wants, right? That's what the ninth house is about. It's about higher purpose and higher realms. And that's what Sagittarius rules. And that could be happening in this reading, kind of, where you are kind of, the 12th Sagittarius would be the 12th house for you, where you're letting go of something in order to be reborn here, Capricorn, rebirth. That could be with somebody else. It could be a relationship. Could be with somebody you have kids with, or maybe somebody has. But whatever is going on here, there is a major learning, and that's what the Sagittarius is about, education as well. Yeah. So here we have oppression sitting in the challenge. Innocence is the Fool. These people were really foolish. They were blind, and they went out. One of them was blind, and he went out in the ocean and was, playing the flute. Tamino and Pamina. Yeah. And so that's the Fool. In the challenge is the Tower, or oppression. They call it oppression here. And she's very sad here, and the tower is on fire. I don't know if she was living there or not, but here we have these, we have the ship in the ocean there that is not in a good place, right? Because it's so, the water is, treacherous and choppy and dangerous, basically. So we have this in the challenge. The Three of Arrows is reversed. That's the Three of Swords reversed. Let's see what they say about the Tower in this reading, the oppression card. Yeah, it sounds oppressive already, doesn't it? See what it says. And this is depression, wow, difficulties, and release. So this is in the challenge. So in the crossing energy, something was depressing here with the Three of Swords reversed in the reading, and Eight of Swords over here. I could understand something might have been something was depressing. And somebody had to let that go, Capricorn, because the Fool, or the Innocence card, starts the reading. So somebody felt stuck here, or oppressed, or whatever they felt, depressed, sad, difficulty in life. They release something. The oppression, this Tower card is when something's over. The Tower comes in and says, oh, no, no, no. You're not going to continue this way. This is absurd or crazy, or it doesn't serve you anymore, or it's hurting you, or it's hurting other people. Whatever it is, it has to end. The Tower brings in a rude ending, and sometimes an abrupt awakening. And it says, wake up. Look how you're doing things here. It can be like that, and it sits in this challenge. Somebody's doing something completely different now because they want a new beginning. The Innocence card talks about having courage. And I said, he's out in the middle of the ocean here. Maybe not the middle, but he's in the ocean and playing the flute. He can't even see. He has to feel the water rising up around him. But he has his girlfriend helping him. He does. So this is all about some type of new beginning and seeing something, that something has to change, right? And so, yeah, that Tower talks about feeling overwhelmed or oppressed by circumstances or emotions, confusion, inability to change our lives for the better. That sat in the challenge. So somebody here had to release or let go of something, and it was challenging. It's sitting here in the challenge. Yeah, it is. A pause before moving into a new phase of life. Yeah, somebody is moving into a new phase, Capricorn. Whenever we see let go and rebirth, they are. It is for the better. It sure is. The Three of Arrows is reversed. That is the Three of Swords. We'll have a look at the Three of Swords. And this is reversed, overindulging in grief for the sake of drama, slow easing of sorrow. So this is showing up in somebody could have been let go, and they were super like emotional here, like over the top. And yeah, I know letting go, somebody lets go of you is not, but there could have been somebody really kind of, being dramatic here, like overly. That's a possibility. And that could be why somebody had a hard time releasing, because this oppression release sits in the challenge. Somebody could have let go of somebody and had a really hard time doing it. Maybe they were married to them or had kids. Mother and father, creator card is here. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And this is about somebody, this outside forces card talks about, it's kind of like the tower a little bit in the way that you don't have any control of it, because this outside forces card talks about somebody who has, uh, like, in other words, there are other people involved and you can't tell what they're going to do or how they're going to react. They could have been, somebody could have been very dramatic here. They could have, and the Four of Arrows is the Four of Swords, and that's external to you, healing, introspection, and isolation. Maybe if this is about you and somebody else, they could be in isolation, healing, Capricorn. They could, and these people have gone to the ocean and they're asleep. But the ocean is a perfect place of isolation, unless you're, on South Beach in Florida, and there's, a zillion other people who live there, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So let's see about the Four of Swords, and this is need time to heal or rest, peace after emotional disappointment, detachment from the everyday world to regain balance. Peace after emotional disappointment. Somebody was disappointed here because they wouldn't be letting go, and they wouldn't have this release thing, in this release card, the oppression card, in the challenge. Somebody here was disappointed in their life, and that's why we have this card, the Innocence card, as the Fool, as the overall energy. Somebody's taking a leap of faith on a whole new situation here. Yeah, they are. And possible defeat. Oh no, it says yeah. Okay, so there we go. Now we have the Six of Cups, and that is the mindset. So this can be somebody's returning from the past. It can mean that I want something that's very special to me, and not this thing that ends over here that made me feel stuck and oppressed. Somebody wants something new here, Capricorn. It could be you or that person, right? This can be about a new beginning in love for you. It sure can. Or with the Ace of Cups in the environment here, that is typically the psyche, right? Yeah, it is. And so we have the Six of Cups, and this is memories, children, innocence, and peace. So somebody might have a memory of you that was very peaceful, Capricorn. Yeah, that could be. Um, yeah, and so children and childhood memories, shedding sad thoughts and restraints, shedding. Yeah, so this could be the mindset where somebody, I mean, it doesn't have to be somebody from the past, but somebody who's getting rid of these memories that are like, they're negative. It's like it's just happened in the past and it's over. Somebody's doing that here as well, with a whole new attitude toward the future. The ability to create sweetness within the home, incorporating the strengths of the past into the present. Yeah, somebody might have learned big time here, because we have education, knowledge over here. They could have learned from the past, and they could have learned what they really wanted. So this could be you, Capricorn. It could be about your career. I mean, Ace of Cups in the environment, it's usually a new beginning in love with somebody, but it can be about self-love. We could really, if we let go of these things that are holding us back, maybe things of childhood or whatever, but, all that kind of supports self-love, right? Leaving behind these negative things, but, or these old, just things that don't serve you. You or this person knows that it's almost like they knew what made them happy, and then they forgot about it and just, I don't know, went somewhere else, or did something like that. Yeah, the Ten of Cups is in the near future, and that is a happily ever after, joyful closure. Wow. Somebody's closing out a cycle with this Three of Swords reversed. You or this person, and that is bringing a joyful closure. Yeah, fertility, happiness, and community. So just joyful closure could be, this is how things end up. They just end up, really great, right? And like that. Could have been, something was challenging here, though. Oppression and the Three of Swords reversed. And the outside forces. This is like it says, the shift will occur soon, and you'll be okay. So you're okay in this reading, Capricorn, but it's after you release something, or somebody releases something, so possibly they can be with you. That could be going on in this reading big time. And so the Ten of Cups is satisfying emotional life, abundance. This sits in the near future for you. You have some type of emotional satisfaction here, Capricorn. It's could be your whole life here. I mean, beautiful, right? Could be that is showing up. Deep emotional satisfaction, endurance in love relationships. Yeah, it's possible in this reading if somebody realizes how special you are, like in this way where like, why was I even over there with so and so? Or why did I move away? Or why did I have this attitude? Somebody learns. We start with knowledge. All right? Experience is better, but knowledge is good, right? Knowledge is when you learn something, but it doesn't mean squat if you forget about it or you never act on it. Wisdom is the true power, where you learn from experience and you learn something and you integrate it into your life. And that's what this Sagittarius new moon is about. Because Sagittarius is about integrity. Yeah, it is. And integrating. And that's exactly what Temperance is doing. She's blending or integrating. Yeah, she is. Okay. So, expansion of family or friends in your community. Okay, wow. And the Two of Wands here is the Two of Staves. And here he is holding the globe. I don't know why he has it looking. Maybe that's supposed to be the moon. It's silver. And this isn't the concern. That is usually a choice after some type of uh, crossroads. Let's look at the Two of Wands. See what it says. Oh, here it is. Beg your pardon. There's, they call these stabs. And so the two is about new ventures, partnerships, and ideas. So he's holding up the globe like I have somewhere new to go, a new venture. Beginnings of a new venture, helpful influences. Yeah, a dynamic partnership, transforming inspiration into action. Yeah, remember I said, so somebody's inspired here because they were oppressed before. They're like, oh my God, I don't want to live like this, right? And so, yeah, Ace of Cups in the potential, out in the potential, in the environment. I beg your pardon here, in the psyche, usually. Receptivity, emotion, inspiration, satisfaction. So we've already heard about satisfaction here with 3 cards. So you're being chosen because somebody feels like you can satisfy them, Capricorn, or you're choosing somebody for that, or you could be choosing a new career. You could be doing that. But this is about rebirth and letting go of something. And it could be as small as an attitude, which, hey, attitudes create your behavior creates your values, and your values create your destiny. That's pretty much how that works, right? And so here's wisdom, and that is in the hopes and fears. And this is Shahrazadi and Shahryar. And so when he met her, this is very interesting. He chose her because he was wise. Everybody in town said she's, I don't know, she's divorced. She's, used meat, whatever they said, in this very old fashioned, long time ago. He's like, oh no. He goes, so what if she was married or whatever he said? He goes, she's wise. And she was, the high priestess was somebody who is very intuitive. She knew what to do. She knew what to tell him about his empire, his kingdom, or whatever. He's the Shah. So she knew, and she could sing, and she was talented. But the point of this card is the wisdom to see something, right? There's a lot of times in life where we don't always maybe have the wisdom, which really gets down to the experience of how to judge something, right? Yeah, or how to see something. Yeah, exactly. So this wisdom here, somebody has gained wisdom, and they're hoping that that's going to be like, I hope that wisdom is like correct, sort of. Yeah. And this is highly interesting. Uh, yeah, it is. So this could be the wisdom about making a choice as well, right? Of course, somebody wants a new beginning. You're letting go of something, Capricorn, or somebody's letting go of something so they can have this new beginning with you. Uh, and so 8 of Arrows is the card more of oppression again, showing up in the potential outcome. Let's look at that 8 of Arrows. It's the same thing as the 8 of Swords, where somebody does feel oppressed or they feel stuck, right? And we'll look at that real briefly here. And this is the 8, depression, entrapment, and victimization. Oh, that sounds not fun. It doesn't. And so that's what I meant by somebody felt stuck. But this is a victim mindset, the Eight of Arrows, because, as in every Eight of Swords, she can get up and leave. Instead, she lays down and she cries here. So she can leave because she's not, held with a gun or anything. This lady doesn't even have a blindfold on her, and she just kind of surrounded by these 8 swords that she could easily walk away from. Yeah. And so, entrapped by emotions and sorrow, inability to move, feeling victimized, extreme sorrow. Somebody was really sad in this reading, and then they gained wisdom. That's it. Then they said, it's time for me to let go and be reborn, and do something all brand new, or have rebirth with you in love. We have the Three of Swords reversed here over the Ace of Cups. That definitely could be Capricorn. And if somebody is choosing you in this reading, they're coming from a place of maturity and wisdom. And this place, Capricorn, or you're choosing a career, you're choosing through wisdom. And what is wisdom? Once again, it is experience gained, right? And usually wisdom comes, usually the school of hard knocks brings the wisdom, right? That's how it works. Wisdom, it doesn't come easy. No, it doesn't. But in this reading, it is awesome. And there's something that this person realizes about their life. Or you do. It does look like you have a brand new beginning in love, though, Capricorn. It sure does. I'm going to end this reading. Thank you so much for joining me here. If you want your own reading, check out the description box below. Still got the promo going, and when the website goes up, I'm going to pull the promo. Yeah, for sure. And working on that right now, right? Yeah, and that's not a threat, Capricorn, right? No, it's not. That's a joke. Thanks so much for joining me. Please like, share, and subscribe. It helps me to keep these readings coming. Right? Because, like everybody here, we have to contend with the YouTube algorithm. Hit the little bell if you want to be notified of my uploads. Lots of fun readings. Check out the description box below.